It's training camp season. Today we're looking at the Kansas City Chiefs, getting a good look at Jalen Royals. We're going to watch him work through some drills, catch some balls, everything else. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're looking at your players every day at training camp, what they're doing behind the scenes at practice. Your rookies, guys climbing the depth chart, and guys you're getting ready to draft in fantasy football here soon. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're talking about Jalen Royals here today. We got about 8 minutes of clips here. We may loop this and keep talking ball, but here he is. Here he is, Jalen Royals. He's been killing it in training camp. He's been looking solid. Hands are sticky. When he's covered, he's open. Jalen Royals has been getting it done. Boom. And this has been going wire to wire. He's been looking good since rookie camp. But look at him out there. Building a rapport with Patrick Mahomes. That's something we can definitely say. And looks like we're getting a good role player here for 2025. Considering we're jacked up a wide receiver on this team. Depending on how long Rashee Rice gets suspended, we have no idea how long that's going to be. That could be 4 games, 6 games. Less than what we think, more than what we think. We have no idea. He's going to be out a little bit of time. That could get pushed back. Who knows? But they got more ammo in the chamber. Definitely with Jalen Royals. And definitely with Jalen Royals, this is a wide receiver we liked. Very talented wide receiver that we thought got underdrafted. That should have went day 2, honestly. Sticky hands, nuanced route runner, good technique. Very dependable. There was a beat writer on one of the clips posted on Twitter stating like he looked like a young Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice is young still, but I think what they're getting at is during that rookie season, going up to that second year, that development, how he looked when he first, during his inception to the Chiefs. And that makes sense. There's some comparables. Like, they're not the same player, but there's some comparables, especially at the catch point. Very sticky, reliable players. Very aggressive. That makes sense. They said that. This is going to be a very good, reliable role player that might develop into more down the line. They got Marquise Hollywood Brown. Remember him? He missed a practice the other day due to an ankle injury. Doesn't seem severe at all. But they got some talent on this team. They got depth at wide receiver. Brashard Smith at running back. Former wide receiver. They're splitting him out a lot. They got speed to burn. And they got a technical wide receiver here with sticky hands. That's going to develop into the system. Somewhere down the line this year, you're going to see him out there making some big plays. I expect him to have his moment this year. I expect him to do some things. I expect him to get his run. And I expect maybe on one of the night games, Chris Collinsworth just man loves all over him. I guarantee it. That happens. I guarantee it says a bit about him. Guarantees he's got the cue cards drawn up. What I like about him is how good he is at the catch point, the ability to create separation. I think fits really well with this team. This was a massive discount for the Chiefs here. 4th round wide receiver. You're looking at 2nd, 3rd round talent. And it's not like they needed a wide receiver 1 out of him. They just need good role player that steps in, plays his role, gets the job done. You already got Xavier Worthy, who you drafted in the 1st round. Rashee Rice has been a major hitter. You got Hollywood Brown. You got Travis Kelce for now. There's that drop. You just need him to just be good. Just be a good role player. Now for fantasy, you're looking at this. Right now, you're mainly looking at Dynasty Fantasy Football, and he's a cheap asset in rookie drafts. If you're looking to take a shot at a Chiefs wide receiver, that's pretty cheap considering the talent, considering a lot of people liked him during draft season. That's cheap considering that, but it's also a deep running back class. So when you're looking at him, you're also foregoing a running back that could potentially buoy in value due to attrition at the running back position. So there's always risks there, and there's competition in this offense. It's very competitive for targets week in and week out. Redraft-wise, you're watching Rashee Rice, see if he gets suspended. You're also watching the routes ran per game. If that starts increasing, you got to start buying in, maybe picking them up off waivers. Fantasy-wise, you're looking for more of that top-end production, especially redraft with that home league, sprint to the finish type of format. It's late at night. It's almost 1 o'clock. That being said, this is a wide receiver that could step up in some key moments this year. Football-wise, this is great for the Chiefs. Fantasy-wise, give him some time. Give him some time to ramp up. Give him some time to carve out a role. Marquise Hollywood-Brown's not going to be there forever. Travis Kelce's not going to be there forever. We can definitely say that. He's going to be on a cheap rookie deal. He's not going to cost him much. And the talent there is going to be great for the role he's got. And as those players move on, he's going to step up. He's getting an opportunity with the ones already. I imagine he's going to have his moments. Daily fantasy football is something you're going to think about with Jalen Royals. Because Chiefs will be in some shootouts. However, they are methodical and efficient with the ball. So not always shooting it out, as some people like to say. But still, he's going to be at cheaper price tags to where you could gamble with your stacks. Like, say you do a worthy Patrick Mahomes stack and you expect the Chiefs to hit big overall in the point total and you want some more players. You could also throw him in there, especially like $3,000 to $4,000 wide receiver off the lot. And that allows you to put in more high-ticket players. Maybe you got a high-ticket run back. Maybe it's Chiefs, Raiders. You're running back Brock Bowers with your Mahomes whatever stack. And you got Royals mixed in there. And he's running about 20 routes a game at the time. Maybe 18 to 20 or something like that, considering Rice and Worthy's out there on the field a lot. And you also got Hollywood Brown. Maybe he's running like 15 to 20 or something on the routes per game. And you're just trying to hit big on a play or two. That's something you're going to be interested with Jalen Royals. Because he's going to allow you to fit in higher ticket players. Especially if he's on the field running a good bit of routes. Watch the routes ran during the season. And then on top of that, just watch them periodically throughout the year too. This is a good player. This is a good player. This is a steal for the Chiefs. You're seeing another big grab right there. Another big grab right there. Jalen Royals is coming to play. I would not be surprised if he exceeds expectations and the Chiefs ends up with a carousel effect too at wide receiver. I would not be surprised. Carousel effect, meaning that like on any given game, any wide receiver could be the wide receiver one. You got one or two, that's more likely. But considering Patrick Mahomes, how he doesn't care, he'll just spread it around to whoever's open. It could be anybody. I would not be surprised if we catch that here with the Chiefs here soon, a carousel effect, kind of like what we got in Green Bay with the wide receivers. That's going to change a little bit with the addition of Matthew Golden, but similar premise from previous years where you have like a four-headed monster at wide receiver. Targets can go anywhere, really. You pretty much got your main target getter, but he's not earning enough target share to really stomp out the other wide receivers. So week-to-week production could go to anybody and for the top weeks. And then in the big matchups, you could have two wide receivers be relevant in fantasy, sometimes three. That's something. I would not be surprised in the future we get the carousel effect going on in Kansas City. I created that term because we look at week-to-week production in fantasy football. We look at the work rates. We try to guess where the target's going to go. And instead of guessing fantasy production, we guess the work rates in the must-start videos. Like, we guess who's getting 5+ targets. We guess the average depth of targets. We guess that. And then after that, everything else is in the air. But again, in order to score a point in fantasy football at wide receiver, you got to be able to run a route. And after you run a route, you got to get the target. After you get the target, you got to bring in the catch. You may get the target, but it might be overthrown. It may not even be your fault. Might be a false start. Might be a callback on the play. That's football. That's football. But the one thing that makes it easier to guess for fantasy football to figure out is guessing the workload. And if you're guessing a good workload and a good matchup, then everything else is up in the air, but the odds are more in your favor. And Jalen Royals, the odds are in his favor that he's going to at least be a damn good role player for the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes got himself a good prospect, that's for sure. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.